Don't put Stormtrooper Gunner. You don't get to be Stormtrooper until 3rd.
I'm fix that right real quick. There you go. Rifleman Gunner, the most generic, boring-ass gunner you could ever imagine.
Well, you're not even Rifleman Gunner because that's not a subclass.
God bless it. Fine. There we go. Not in the mood for jokes.
You need to change your HP.
It's D8s, right?
D8's now.
No?
It's D8.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said.
You have a 14 con, mate. That's a 2.
Oh, I haven't
8
moved...
plus 2.
I haven't moved things around yet.
You don't have a plus 4.
Shit. Oh, right. That's because we're still D10s. Here, let me do a doodle real quick to do things in my head. So it'd be int to con, and then con to it doesn't particularly matter. Let's say charisma. And then charisma to int. There we go. Int to con, 14 to charisma, and then 13 to intelligence. There we go. So then it'd be D8's average of D8 is 5 or 6? It's 5. So then it'd be,
5.
Well, 8 plus 3, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 5 plus 3 is 8, so then it'd be 8, 19. There you go. And then they're proficient in
It's a very
strength
interesting
attacks.
game.
It's gonna be all over the place. Oh, right, for posterity's sake. I'm gonna do this. Int to con to charisma. There. So what skills? Because we have to do the skill thing again, don't we?
Yeah, I never got around to that.
Yay!
We never figured out the skills for the gunner.
Yeah.
I guess we figured it out here now.
I had like a rough idea when we were talking about stuff earlier. Which is basically just fighter, but with some altercations.
Let's see. Look good. Which is ironic, because now it's more like rogue. I guess it's in that middle ground, which is good.
A fighter that has some wiggle room. Let's just look at skills. What kind of skills are useful for a gunman? 70. They get religion by chance? Nah. Bless my heart, that's bright.
Alright, so I took away history, and I put in its place investigation.
Alright. So, let's see.
And then I'm not sure if we... Okay, so we didn't do the expertise thing because Gunslinger wouldn't have a skill to have expertise in.
Yeah.
So, scrap that. So, pick 3 skills. Acrobatics, animal handling, athletics, insight, intimidation, investigation, perception, or survival.
I thought you took animal handling out of it.
I might have, but I put it back in because I figured a sniper with a bird probably would be a thing, or a stormtrooper with a hound, or a gunslinger with a fucking parrot. I don't know.
So those ones, investigation instead of history. How to choose 3. Perception. Mix. Some of the survival. Acrobatics, that makes sense now. Insight. I never got this cone thing to work for me. Go with history. So history, insight, and perception. I think that's fine. My history. Insight cause background. Perception cause guns. Survival I can't make an argument for. Acrobatics no. Animal handling no.
Keep in mind what we did for the skills. This is if the class was default, but we didn't do default skills proficiencies. So, what background are you? Same stick.
Yeah.
Bradley might show up here. It's weird. I don't hear the noise anymore. I
That's
hear like
weird.
the noise of like someone joining. So it's really weird. So people will come and go, and I never hear them come or go.
Odd. I think the background I went with was criminal. Because
I believe so.
yeah, because heretical worship is not exactly looked happy upon.
Yeah.
I mean, look, because it was that or acolyte, I think, and acolyte was just like, you need a church and you don't really have that. Charlatan, no. Criminal, yes. Entertainer, no. Folk hero, probably not. Guild artisan, probably not. Hermit.
Oh wait. Oh, put stealth. I did put stealth in there. Because sniper.
Ah, yes. That's not a fighter thing. They don't have that.
No, why would a fire need a stealth?
I mean, fair.
Start playing a rogue at that point.
Maybe hermits. Not noble. Possibly outlander, but no.
I think I'm gonna take off investigation. I put that there just as a compensator for history. But
Sure.
if we have stealth instead, then yeah, just get rid of it.
So no history.
No history in place. It's stealth,
Stealth.
which is a hell of a deal. Hello, Bradley.
I'll take survival.
Hello.
Because I forgot history was there. Hi. Soldier. No. Urchin. Maybe. Yeah, criminal's the only one. At looking at
Criminal
them.
gets stealth and sleight of hand. I want to say
I believe
deception and stealth.
deception and stealth. Sure. So
pick 2. Pick 2.
I thought I already picked.
Do you not want any of stealth or deception?
What do you mean?
Remember how we did the skills thing just a little while
Yeah,
ago?
yeah. I got lost somewhere.
So,
It comes with self and deception.
acrobatics, animal handling, athletics, insight, intimidation, perception, stealth, and survival. Pick 2.
Perception and survival.
Mark them down.
Okay.
Now we need to move because Bradley, unfortunately, we need to be covert about this. I'm sorry.
It's private.
You can enjoy the smooth jazz. We'll be back in a bit. All right. Now we go to your backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Now any two with rationale.
Do you want me to like tell you the bit of his backstory that I have?
It'd probably be helpful.
Yeah.
For deciding what stuff you're at.
So I had the idea of, like I mentioned, heretical worship, where in his past at one point, he would have been young and just like somebody was trying to rob him or something. Like he was about to be murdered by a group of people for whatever reason they can think of. I could come up with something specific, but it's slightly unimportant with this. And he happened upon a weapon, in this form, a gun, and they would have seen that as like some sign of a god, and they would have used that to protect themselves. Well, they would have seen it as a sign from God later if the god decided to intervene, which I would think would be Volov. You can feel free to add something else in. Sure.
Volov is like he's an uber obscure fell god because he doesn't care. You think Archsage Vernir doesn't care? Archsage Vernir, at least, like, yeah, he literally lives in his own domain making technology.
Fun times.
Archsage Vernir is involved in fate itself. Volov doesn't. He just doesn't give a shit. It's all inefficient out here. He hates this place. He hates anything that's not his own work.
Okay, so what deity would be potentially tied to this weapon?
What, this gun? Well,
let's
ignore
the heretical.
Gods don't care about weapons.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well then, what purpose could he have wielding it instead of specifically like, oh, it's a gun, it's from a god? It was just like, okay, what purpose could he have?
Keep in mind that you're not the only one with a gun in this
world.
Yeah. So, you pick up a gun isn't necessarily something magical or new.
I love making backstories. It's the hardest part for me. I have no idea why. Why would they be in a new world with a gun? Maybe some form of protectorate, maybe to help people. Why would they need protection? Because they have the Royal Guard with a bunch of fucking weapons themselves. Because I had something actually built up for that, but then it just didn't work out. It was like, oh, hey, they get that, they start working with maybe forging, and then someone discovers, like, oh, hey, you're worshipping, like, a fell god. We want you out of here before, or else we'll call the cops or something. And they take off, and the threat of having those people still intervening could be a thing or something. Why was this so much different when I made Chetamir? Chetamir, I just like had a story with them, and
because you probably came in here with some predetermined notion of what character you want to play.
Somewhat.
There you go.
Well, I also did the same with Chetamir. Like, I had the idea of, oh, let's make a monster hunter.
No, I meant exactly that. 100%. You came in with Chetamir in mind. Not this one. This one you have much less.
I thought I had fine. I want them to be a gunslinger. That's about all I know. In that case. I don't know why they would be in a different world. I don't know why they would want to go instead of stay. So what's drawing them there? Criminal backgrounds. Could be just a mercenary gun for hire kind of situation, but then there's no long term in that. Accumulate wealth. built the wizard first.
I can't help you on this.
What was different? I want to make a monster. This, I just want to make a gunslinger. I have the gunslinger mechanically. Why should I ever sent there? She had a point of trying to improve her group. Why did she stay? Because she wanted to help save the world. This guy. Why does he want to go there? To escape something. What is he escaping? Something from his past. What did he do in his past to cause someone need to hunt him down? Mess with the wrong people? Angered a noble? What are the main prospects for people that tend to head to this new worlds?
Money. Escape from persecution. Being from the north, and escaping potential upcoming genocide eventually. Freedom. Or cowardice.
What are you persecuted of?
You make it sound like as if there's some sort of middle ground with the real faithful of the true faith. There is no middle ground. You either convert genuinely or you die. There's nothing else. You can either meet the Vindicators in the field of battle, or you can assimilate. And if you're not the people we let assimilate, then you only have one option.
Could it be X-Guard?
Nope. I am forbidding anyone being... But considering how... Let me put it to you like this. If Seekers and Slayers are like, what, level 9? What do you think a Royal Guard is?
Could he be a prospect for becoming a guard?
As a heretic?
Okay, forget the heretic part then. Because it's just putting me in shit that I can't figure out what to work around.
Could be. Hell of a process you gotta go through, though. Not noble-born or anything.
Right. This could be a proving grounds kind of situation.
I mean, you're out here to hunt traitors, right?
Yeah.
What better place to start?
Okay. I can work around that one. They have a reason to be out here at least. It's just like, oh hey, if I can prove my worth, then maybe I could be in the guard. What motivation would he have to be in the guard in the first place? It's just a position of power. It's a job. It's some form of security. Could they have a family? No, the family.
Can they?
Yeah.
Can your character have a family? Yes, they can. I will say though, joining the Royal Guard is more than being a city guard. Royal Guards are devoted. They're dedicated. They're loyal. They only take the best, and they only take the faithful. So, you have to be a good person to want to join the Guard. If not, well, City Guard's always there.
I could work with that as opposed to the heretic thing that wasn't working out for me.
Well, the cause I would say for the heretic thing is you assume your character knows what this Fel God is. People don't usually know which Fel God they're working. Fairy? Sure. We'll figure that out. Maybe. I never said which fairy. People don't usually know which Fel God they're worshipping. If it works, it works.
Sure, so the prospect of I don't know. I just took it as a sign and just like, oh hey, this is a fucking magic gun. That doesn't make sense. Why would they be a gunslinger but do the heretical shit? They'd be heretical and then do the gunslinger shit. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a gunslinger would be like something in like the Twins, for example. I don't know. I don't feel like something that like, I guess heretical forces would have access to. If that makes sense.
Guns? I don't see why they wouldn't. If you're heretical in the Twins, that means you're smart enough not to not get caught. That or you're lucky enough to not have been found. Or you've been protected.
Alright, fine. So, a gunslinger that has like some leaning towards Fel Gods that he doesn't know but knows has influenced his path in some way. That sound like it could work?
It's vague enough to work.
He could have left before things became more publicly known. Just like, hey, I think I might be getting caught soon, and just like, I'm taking off. I think one of the...
It would be wise.
Yeah. I think one of the criminal things is like, hey, you make a false identity. It's
So maybe charlatan.
Is that charlatan? Yes, it is. Ugh. Always had a way with people, you know what makes them tick, tease her, blah, 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 blah. Deception, sleight of hands, charlatan. Charlatan's more like a...
You're a con man.
I just like the false identity thing, because I feel like it would fit with him better. Of just like, hey, I want to get over here. I don't want anyone to know who I am. Whereas,
I mean, you don't have to be a charlatan to buy a false identity. Anyone can do it.
Yeah, that's fair. Fine. Criminal, gunslinger. I don't know what skills he would have interpreting that, then. From his background. How much of an influence would the Fel God potentially have on them that they would know of? If any at all?
That's up to you. How much do you want?
It's probably enough to know there's like a distinction that this is not true God influence territory.
I mean, true gods seldom influence people in
that's true.
hidden ways. People know when a true god's involved.
Yeah. I don't
That's
want it
part
to
of why they're
be.
true gods.
I don't want it to be as much as Aldrich, where he can basically talk to his. Not even basically, he can talk to his patron, in effect, or which would be like talking to the
He still
deity.
doesn't even know the full details of his patron. He only has
Yeah.
a fragment of the actual patron's power.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I would think level of contact where like they could attempt to talk to this person, but there's not a guarantee it'll come back. That makes sense. Like they know they're like part of some machination, some I don't want to say scheme, but some plan of this deity, but they don't really know what it is or how exactly.
Why you say a plan?
Assuming there's a plan.
Indeed. Just look at Ashen Sylveldin. He's not a man of a plan. He's a man of chaos, and many Fel gods are.
Hmm. They won't provide any form of guidance unless there was a plan, and they wouldn't have a plan. Ugh. What goal do I want this guy to have? Because I don't want to just send him at this situation and just be like, oh, they're a gunslinger, and that's it. I want them to have some kind of direction so that I'm not just feeling like I'm being dragged, not being dragged along, dragging myself along with the group for no particular reason. I don't know what direction he wants. And it wouldn't be much different if I did a different character either, would it? Could just go with bounty hunter. That's simple enough.
Good.
Yeah. And then just got caught up in the wrong stuff because of the heretical worship shit. Let's. Yeah, whatever. I think that's my best shot now is just bounty hunter looking to just take down different targets for money.
If you so desire. I am far from a place to help anyone with their backstories.
We'll work with a gunslinger. It's like there's not much. Your job is to kill shit, and you can't be a guard if he's doing heretical worship shit. And he leaves before he's quote unquote caught because of criminal connections saying, hey, these people are looking into you. And it's like, I don't want them looking into me. Goodbye. Oh, the charlatan thing for just buy false identity. I'd like there to be influence of a fell god on them. I don't know which one or how so it would be, though.
Don't worry about the which one part. Leave that to me.
Sure.
The how so part. That's up to you.
It could simple. It could simply be something like, oh, they just desire guidance on like, oh, who should I go after, or where should I go, or yada yada yada. But I feel like that's almost a cop out in some way. I think I'll just go with like they're guiding them in some way. For some reason, or maybe for the reason of nothing at all, they're just like, oh, hey, go this way, just for fun. But they feel like there's some sense of, there's some force pushing them in a direction.
Fair enough.
Not always, but, like, just, oh, hey, I think it'd be better if you go this way for whatever reason. It's just like, I think we should go this way, kind of thing, I guess. That doesn't make any sense.
So you actually hear this fell god then?
I wouldn't be against it.
Or would you be for it?
I think so. Do I want him to... No, I think more direct... I don't want to say direct intervention, but like, as opposed... Like, saying it, as opposed to saying, oh, you have like some tingling sensation on the back of your head or something. I would prefer like them intervening, in quotation marks. So yes, speaking would be better.
Be a one-way conversation?
Maybe not one way. Like I said, I didn't want as much direct influence as Aldrich has. How about this? It could be two-way, but not from my end. Like, if they start a conversation... No, because... I don't know if you would... Does that make sense, though, what I was saying?
Not really.
Like, it could be a two-way conversation, as opposed to them just, like, just saying, hey, go left, if they want it to be. Like, if my guy tries to reach out to them, it's just like, you get static, as opposed to them being like, oh, hey, let's chat for a second about whatever reason.
Okay.
Would you be okay with that, or would you rather, nah?
I honestly don't have qualms one way or the other.
Okay.
Like, as long as you guys, like, give me some notion as to what you want out of your character and some detail work, I could do whatever if you're willing to let me do it.
Okay, so what am I missing so far to help you on your end, then?
I'm already done. I only need, like, one sentence to start doing stuff, man.
Okay, fine.
As soon as you said Fell God helping me, I'm like, alright.
Here's
I
a
got
list.
a bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of stuff I can do for that.
Okay, sure.
I can have people framing you for being a heretic. I can have you actually be a heretic. I can have the Fell God framing you for being a heretic. Like, it goes on.
That's a fun time. Sure. They have guidance of a sort from a fell god that they can communicate with, telling them to go in a direction to do a certain thing or do whatever they desire. And my guy feels obliged to do so because maybe they feel like if it wasn't for their intervention, he would be dead, or they just feel obligated to help because of some reason. Mostly the first thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Just like, oh,
Here's
hey.
the thing. I feel like you guys will develop your guys' characters through play.
Yeah, mostly.
Because, like, with the exception of, like, like, I think everyone's waiting cues for everyone, how everyone else is. Because, like, very much, like, everyone has a very vague backstory right now. Like, Bradley and Christy, like, it's vague as hell.
I would ask what it is, but I feel like that's cheating.
It is. So I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Alright. So, let's look at your proficiencies.
Sure. What would theirs be?
Well, let's start by what is it not. You made no detail there about being acrobatic.
Animal handling.
Nothing about animals. Nothing about magic that you studied. Nothing about history. Nothing about religion of the true faith sense. Nothing about performance. Pick two before we roll.
Sleight of hand, stealth. You said no performance. Persuasion. Nature. Medicine. Investigation. Intimidation. I think insight was in there, right?
Wait, man.
Like, which ones did you say they weren't?
I'm not gonna repeat them again, man. I don't have the energy for that fucking shit.
Let's go with insight. How does that make sense? I could see it. Looking into other people so that they don't look into you, kind of thing. And I don't want to go with persuasion because it's charisma, and that involves me talking to people. But
I mean, in technicality, so does insight.
Yeah. Yeah. And different degree. I feel like that would make sense for him, though, because it's just like talk their way out. Nah, not really talk their way out. But yes and no. Basically, just talk someone off the beaten path of just like, hey, no, I'm not into those kind of things. Go away, shut up. That would be more deception, though.
That'd be 100% deception if you actually are a heretic.
Yeah. Okay, well then, insight and deception in that case. And then it was just one reroll.
Not reroll, just
not reroll. Yeah.
GM roll me 1d8.
Boop. I think it's still saved. Oh my gosh, never mind. Hold up. Delete that. Slash GM.
Yeah, considering I see 2 death saves immediately, probably not.
16. What's that one?
Sleight of hand.
How'd you know? Oh, because you went to 18 and
18 to
minus
the
2.
bottom.
Sleight of hand. Yeah, that kind of makes sense with a kind of sketchy background. Being able to grab a few coins if you need to instead of having to... Yeah, whatever.
I mean, a gunner having sleight of hand is not
Also
that
that.
going to be a gunslinger.
Okay, so that part's taken care of. Is there anything else?
Probably. You did all the skill proficiencies.
And there's no tools because of class. And then that. I'll try thinking of more detailed background stuff in the coming week because I thought I was fine, and then it turns out I'm not.
Yeah, it tends to be what happens.
What happens with me or happens in general?
In general. Happens to everyone.
And then the class stuff. What's... Oop. Hold on, that worked. What's like the class stuff for like up to level 2 gunner? I think there's only like 2 or 3 features. Well, I have
literally just Deadeye and gunning action.
Okay. I'll just put those in there for now until we get an actual thing.
So you have an additional dice. I don't know how many Deadeye uses you get starting. We'll say 2 for the time being.
And then crit range +1.
Expand crit range by 1, and you get 1 additional dice.
Okay. And then
Gunning
gunning
action is depends on which weapon you have. And you have attack of opportunity if it's within your first range interval.
Hold on. Attack of opportunity within range on the roll. Okay.
First interval.
First interval.
There's 2 numbers on a range.
That's not how you spell that word, but I don't care. And then this does... Oh, and then this will get... Which one was which? That shotgunner got disengage, pistol got dash, and then the sniper got hide.
Flip it.
Oh, dash and disengage. Well, that's simple enough. Why didn't... Boy, save. Okay, fine. Won't save. And then, how much starting gold do they get? Same as fighter?
Same as fighter.
Okay.
5d4 times 10.
Slash roll.
And for packs, stay the same packs.
Sure. So it'll be 150. If we just sell all our starting equipment and buy, like, just our stuff, are you selling it at, like, half or full price?
Half.
Okay, half price. I will write a note and figure out specific items later.
I mean, it's good starting equipment in the first place, so I personally wouldn't sell anything.
Yeah. Oh, what's the starting equipment for the...
For the gunner?
Yeah, because it was a number of martial weapons. Or proficiency in weapons and stuff. Yeah.
Simple weapons, sword, log sword, rapier, scimitar, guns.
And then armor was medium, except for shotgun, which gets heavy later.
Medium and light.
Well, yeah. Light, medium, no shield. So that's that. And their starting equipment was... I don't think we ever actually did starting equipment because you didn't want to bother with that.
It's the gun.
It's the gun.
the gun, and your pack. The end. Yep.
Okay.
And 20 bullets.
Fighter starting pack. 20 bullets. Okay. What? You're probably too tired to answer this, but prices of guns if you wanted to buy a different one.
Hundreds.
Okay, that makes sense. Not a specific number, but it's just like, yeah, just aim on the high end.
Probably like 250 for a pistol.
Yeah, that makes sense.
600 for a shotgun. 1,000 for a rifle. 3,000 for a sniper rifle. There's no reason you need a sniper rifle, like at all, other than military purposes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally an assassin's weapon. Getting a sniper rifle is not easy nor cheap. Hunting rifle, sure, the argument can be made.
It's this. I think I'm good. I think I'm fine. Am I fine? Oh, shit. Because with the bounty hunter thing, I could probably work into Fred's backstory or something easier.
The Freds? What?
Yeah. Well, we were just talking the other day about trying to incorporate character, like, crossover effectively. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, just like, oh, hey, if the character was bounty hunter and his character was a mercenary, then it's like, it makes sense that they would cross over at some point for whatever particular reason.
I mean, again, you guys were on this probably the same fleet of ships, so like,
Also that.
like for more than a couple months coming over.
So you could just talk to each other then.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Leave the ship?
Avoid everyone.
Everyone just to go.
I mean, worshipping... Well, no, because you want to probably set up an alibi. Whatever, it's irrelevant. I'll just talk to people and be like, hey, how do you want to have them interact and blah, 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 blah.
Keep it natural, seeing consider new people.
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm going to bug them that much. Don't think what?
Alright. I was gonna say, I don't think they're the sort of people that are in it for story in the sense that they're actually able to meta a story.
Yeah, Bradley said something along the lines of like he's better with creating something with RP.
Yeah, it's better anyways.
Yeah.
Alright. We're done here. Let's move back.
Okay. Oh.
Bradley!
Hello?
Bradley. Hello! Sorry it took so long.
It's okay.
Wait, didn't you say you're going to work?
I got...
Getting ready.
Yeah, I was getting ready. I have another, 10 minutes before I need to,
actually go.
Sorry.